And I think it's because I think I'm painting my face. Thank you for joining us on this rumor meal. My name is Tanaj Nicole.
And I'm your girl Astrid.
And you are getting ready with us. And we got some new palettes to try out. We all extra excited about it.
I am very excited about it. I got this Avion facial spray.
I know.
It's excited.
We about to get extra colorful, guys. We've been playing around with this stuff for a minute.
And you about to join in. Anyways. Let's jump into it.
Okay, so we got this is the much awaited Jawbreaker palette.
Dun, dun, dun.
Y'all know the controversy about Mr. Jeffree Star.
Yeah, he's been in the news lately.
Yeah, but we like the palette. So
it's beautiful.
It's a gorgeous, gorgeous palette. I think it's the largest one he's done that he said.
So nice.
And see those colors?
It's like show and tell.
And then there's another palette that we just got.
This one's gorgeous.
We both went when we saw this on display at Sephora.
It was right there when you walked in too.
Yes.
So it was like, hello.
It's Violet Voss Best Life. And you about to live your best life with this one, guys. I'm telling you.
They made that palette the right way, yeah.
Yes, they really did.
It's really beautiful.
These colors are just magnetically glittery.
It's so pretty.
Like, just, you see that? I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but
I sure hope it is. Yeah, I'm gonna be using a couple of colors off of this palette as well for my look today.
So these are the primary palettes that we're gonna be working with, and this is just to get ready with us.
Yeah. So let's
get started.
What's your first step tonight?
My step is this Evian facial spray.
Okay.
Because it just feels nice.
Oh, she about to spray me in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Do you want this?
You know what it felt like? It felt like Six Flags when you passed by the sprays. Here we go. You ready? I just got refreshed into a new century.
I know.
That's nice.
Yeah. It is really nice. It's really good.
I'm a fan.
Do you guys like our fans?
Do you guys like our matching headbands?
I know.
We
Aren't
definitely
they so
did that.
cute?
We did that.
Yeah, it was planned, but like it's cute.
Okay.
It's cute.
That's enough of that.
So I put primer on next.
I do too.
I like spraying my face apparently. Because this is the Smashbox primer water.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Do you like it better than the normal primer? Like the cream base?
I think I do.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
I think I do.
I just realized I made faces at you while you were spraying. So if you play this back later on in the day, I'll love you to death. But that I was like,
what are you doing?
I totally just stay with the normal. I'll probably try that next time. I'm using, guys, a Smashbox, the original Photo Finish Smooth and Blur. So let's get into that right now. And this is more of a gel-like consistency. I think the first time I used it, I was like, what is this?
Right.
But it actually feels really nice.
Some days I'm all about the spray, and other days I want basically Jello on my face to hide all my crazy pores.
Okay.
So right now I'm hanging out with the sprays.
So you're already done with your primer?
Yeah, so I'm just doing the spray primer.
Okay.
And it smells fantastic. It smells like rose water.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
Great. And what's your next step?
Okay, so my next step would be actually my foundation. And I'm going to be using the NARS Natural Radiant Long Wear.
Ooh,
I like this because it is fancy. It is fancy, but it's my skin. You see, guys, it's just straight up
it's
my
your
skin.
It's
my skin.
I love it.
So I like it because I'm not a huge foundation wearer.
Okay.
So I like something that just look like my skin.
Okay.
And I put a little bit on my hand.
Nice.
And just bounce away. Yep.
You're using a dry sponge?
I am using a dry sponge.
Okay.
And I know that's a little controversial, but again, I'm not a big foundation wearer to begin with.
Right. Okay.
So
now I'm going in just to color correct really quick. And I'm using, now this product is not available anymore, so I don't even know why I'm wasting y'all's time saying it. But it's the Sonia Kashuk, the Hidden Agenda concealer palette, and I'm using the green one for just to cover up a little bit spots of my rosacea, and then I'll go in with the more orange based one for underneath my eyes just to color correct. So I'm gonna try to do that super fast. Ooh, okay, this feels different on my face.
After the Smashbox.
After the Smashbox. Over again. I used to use the Revlon primer. Like, oh gosh, the name just like my ring, of course. This one with the red. The one with the red top. Gosh, after braces, I feel like I'm just
you can't use
all
your
over
mouth.
the place. No, I'm just saying things that are not English, Spanish, human.
I know when I'm about to do a dramatic look, I am heavy on the concealer.
Are you?
I am, because I realized, because you know, back when you were just playing with stuff and figuring out makeup and things like that, and I didn't wear foundation.
Okay.
Like, that just wasn't even a thing. So when I would think I'm doing something cute with a heavy eye, it just looked like I had raccoon eyes. So I didn't realize, I need concealer. I need concealer.
Yeah.
But you know, I still wasn't willing to invest in a concealer, so I actually used to I would wear like really natural eyes and just like a bold eyeline, and that's it.
That is kind of your thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm using now is a color corrector. It's not I wouldn't necessarily call it a concealer, just because a lot of times underneath my eyes I suffer from under eye circles and also under eye discoloration. Thank you, mama. Thank you, daddy. It's like I got two for the price of one. Right. Crazy.
For me, I got those deep under eye lines that like a lot of Native Americans have.
Okay.
I got that from my grandmother.
Oh, I got you. Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Grandma.
Next thing I'm gonna do is gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Super CC Cream and just kind of go over my face a little bit before I put on foundation, because that will I guess in a way mattify what I just did, because I don't want it. Sometimes when you do cream on cream, it'll rub.
It'll pull.
Yeah. So it completely destroys all the work I just put in. And anybody that knows that puts on makeup, I got time for that.
Right. What I'm going to do next is go in also with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and again put it heavy under my eye. Just because, like I said, I'm about to put on some big color, and I need it to for my eye to be lifted.
And you know, that's one thing I've noticed between you and I is you match your foundation with your concealer. So like whatever brand you use,
I do.
You're just like, no, it has to go with this one.
I think that's because, again, I'm someone who didn't wear face makeup for a long time. Like I just wore highlighter and eyeliner and stuff like that.
Yeah, your thing with your eyes.
Hey, if I'm jumping into this, I'm gonna make sure it's right.
Right. Okay.
I was gonna say, you kind of have
availability.
You have that luxury of being able to just walk in there and find your shade.
Because
Because even now, when you and I go to random different stores like that, I'm not there. I'm still not there.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm orange, or it goes straight to, you know, mahogany. So.
Mahogany. Anyway, so the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my foundation, finally. And that will be, let me see how you're doing that.
You like that?
God, I got sidetracked. Sorry.
Okay,
so I'm going to put on my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick.
I'm trying this new Milani Radiant powder.
We better tap off that.
Yeah, so we're going, I'm definitely going to tap this off. I want you guys to see it. It's tap, 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 tap.
Tap away your troubles.
And I'm going to set this under my eyes. And so silly. And so setting this under my eyes, ooh, it is radiant.
Let me see.
Look at that.
Ooh.
I think I like this.
I like it like that. I like it. This is why it takes us so long. We
I
need
know,
to get it together.
We're silly. If I'm doing a quick look where I know it's gonna be kind of heavy, with like, let's say we're doing all dark colors, I'll definitely do the eyeshadow first and then do the foundation. Then do the foundation. Yeah, but if it's brighter colors, I feel like they can be swept away. Yeah, I'm with it.
I trial everything. I be like, one eye I do one way, and then the other eye I do a different way, just to see like what the difference is. That's the cool thing about makeup. You could just play around.
Just play.
Ooh, I see you opening it. You're already on the eyeshadow.
I am, but that's
so late.
It's okay.
No, it's
not okay. Yes, it is, because I take forever.
God, I'm so whiny on camera. That's disgusting.
I am going to start actually with the base, this NYX paint base, just because.
See, you like that and I don't like it.
Yeah, I like the bases mostly because I feel like my colors pop. I do have a darker skin tone, so it, concealer doesn't always do it for me.
Do it for you?
Yeah. Okay.
I have no descriptive words for this, so you're just gonna get visuals, people. gonna go in like that. And then what I used to do is I would go in with my beauty blender right after, and I like it wet.
Of course
I
you
just did that.
Of course you did.
So what he said was you're just going to use a concealer brush, and I'm using the Wet n Wild one. And he just said make sure you tap it in with the brush first all over and make it a part of your skin. And then once you've done that, then you can go in with your beauty blender to blend it out. And I thought, that's something I've never done.
Well, this was a tip that I picked up, and I actually don't remember where. I'm sorry, guys. I don't remember where I picked this up from. Was like if you put it on a base, actually powder the base down too, just like how you would powder down your foundation, because it goes on smoother. It won't mix with the colors or anything like that. It's set on your face.
Yeah.
So and ever since I started doing that, I was like, yo, this is working. I didn't know why I didn't do that before.
You remember the moment you're like,
oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what was I doing all this time? Just screwing up.
Wrong.
Been doing it all wrong. So I'm about to go on with my corner color, and I'm going to try this new technique. Well, it's not necessarily new, but it's something that I'm working on, so you guys get to see me work it out. I'm going to be using the Bite Me color. It's this deep purple color. See that here. This Bite Me right here. This is what I'm going to start with as a corner color.
So you do eyeshadow before you do eyebrows?
I do.
Correct.
I do.
Why is that? I'm just curious. I'm not scolding you.
I know you're not scolding me.
That's not bad. And why do you do that?
So the reason why
do you do that? Why are you that way?
The reason why I start with my shadow first is because usually my shadow is way more complicated than your brows could ever be. And I think it's because I think I'm painting my face. And so my brows just are less of a thing to me. I actually don't have to shape them or anything like that. I was lucky enough to get the shape that is supposed to be there. So I just kind of let them live. You know, if you get a break on something, get a break.
I feel you. Okay. I'm actually going to go in with the Makeup Revolution Luxury Baking Powder and Banana now, and I'm going to bake just like Tinage. I learned this from you.
Tap, tap, tap. Y'all hear that?
Oh, sorry. My name said something. Tap away the excess troubles in your life.
So I'm going to use the same brush and actually pull up with the raspberry, y'all. That raspberry. And that's going to be the transition color for me.
Meanwhile, still baking. But, I'm gonna try to go faster. Okay, I'm done with that. So now I'm actually gonna go on my eyebrows. Does anybody else do this where you go? Anyways,
you kind of pull them back
somebody
yourself.
Else
Really?
Yeah, I did. No, it's okay.
It's all right. No judgment.
It's okay to admit your weaknesses. It's not okay to walk around here like you're perfect. No. Nobody judge my eyebrows, okay? I got them threaded recently, and those little suckers decided to come up with a vengeance.
So actually, you guys, I'm going to put in some more of my base to make a little bit of a cut crease.
Alright, y'all, I'm going in. Am I?
You're going in?
You got it.
I'm going in.
I'm going in with the Maybelline Total Temptation. This thing.
That thing?
And I broke it off yesterday, so I'm using very little of it. So I'm just gonna make sure I'm actually.
You love that thing. I don't even remember seeing you use another brow product. Like that's like your total. That is your thing.
I used to use the e.l.f. one, and this kind of took over. Which I was not a huge pencil fan, but this actually changed my mind.
Oh, pencil is all I use for my brows. Yeah, I fill it in, and I use actually most times I'm using hair gel actually to set my brows, and not like brow gel.
Oh, okay.
And
that's interesting.
I didn't like the way brow gel felt. I can't really describe it.
Which one did you use that you didn't like it?
I don't remember. It was something cheap. So that's probably why I didn't feel right. That's probably why I didn't feel right. I might need to get something better before I go and be like,
because that's how I was. I know Maybelline has one. It's pretty inexpensive, and then
okay.
And then also e.l.f. is really good with that. I want to make sure I don't do it too boxy, because then I'm going to end up looking like
I call them strong brows.
Yeah, no,
they're looking real strong.
Yeah. Update, still behind.
It's okay, boo. It's okay.
Like, I almost feel like I'm like, where's
No,
my
because watch, you gonna catch up.
I'm not. But it's okay. Thank you for the encouragement. That's a real friend right there. That's a
You
real
always gonna catch up. I'm not gonna leave you.
friend.
I'm not gonna leave you behind.
You're not gonna pull Titanic on me?
Oh, y'all know he could fit on that door. Why we talking about that? Who? Y'all know he could have fit on that door.
Such random.
She would have just been like a little uncomfortable. But Jack would have been alive though, right?
She was like, Jack.
Have you heard the
She was
conspiracy?
like, Jack. The hell out of
Have you guys heard that conspiracy about how
No,
Jack
okay.
is actually the guy from The Great Gatsby? Like he survived somehow and he ended up being the guy from The Great Gatsby? You heard that
like the
conspiracy?
twist, like the what's that Toy Story? The Pixar theory,
Yeah.
which I believe.
I believe it too. I believe it too.
There's just too many.
There is.
Which, by the way, wait a second, was what's my favorite movie? Why am I forgetting about it? You know which one it is? Coco.
Coco?
Is that Pixar? Was that Pixar? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think it was because they had that bus at the beginning. That's like one of their biggest.
I believe it. It has the same animation points. So, yeah. So,
That's the one that's probably.
I always kind of just recreate.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
What did you? Were you looking at me?
I was totally like, all right, girl, I gotta get in there.
I need this. I need it. It's okay. It's all right.
Sorry.
It's all right. So I am using, again, Delicious to kind of create a cut crease, a dramatic one though, a dramatic cut crease. And it just kind of sits there. Again, I'm gonna go back in with the Naked Blending Brush. And it's this technique that I picked up. I have almond shaped eyes that sometimes you can lose color
Yeah.
when you open your eyes again. So it's a technique I found out to, when you're looking for that shadow, opening up is something that I found out playing around with dark colors.
Oh, I feel you. I'm
Yeah.
going in, finally, with cone in the palette. I have to hold it up.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, cone is a nice color too.
Yeah, which I originally thought, I'm not gonna like that color. And it's actually a really nice transition color.
Mm-hmm.
And I always begin with the transition color just because, just leave me alone, that's my life.
I put Snack under my brow. And it's just, when you start marrying the colors together, it looks like they belong. So
It does,
repeating your
yeah.
colors, they look like they go together. You want to sandwich them, but in a way that shapes your eye. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And I used to think I had plenty of eye space to work with, and it turns out I didn't.
Isn't that weird? I didn't know I had, what is it called? A hood eye? I don't, but I do. I have right, because I wear wings, I draw wings a lot. I found out that, oh, that's why my wings always never turn out the way I think that they should, because I have a tiny little hood right here that messes up my perfect line.
Did you just do that face?
I'd be mad, y'all.
I feel like I'm taking a math test all over again, and I'm just like,
And you're looking at the person who gets done first. Isn't that stressful, y'all?
I'd be looking up like,
Oh no,
There ain't no way.
And then when it's the smart kid, you be like, oh
I'd be
man.
like, sit your butt down.
Shout out to the AP kids who be looking at the real smart kid in the class. I always felt like, okay, he makes me feel like I don't know what I'm doing. Why isn't he in MIT already? Are you sure you're supposed to be in high school?
Yeah, there were certain kids in my AP classes that I would be like, a special type of smart. Like,
Yeah.
You've been studying.
Do you study at home for fun? Like, do you? Because I'm supposed to be the smart kid and you make me feel like I'm not smart. Alright, how you getting along over there?
You know, my self-esteem is getting better.
Good.
It really is.
Good.
Thank you so much for asking. I
No
appreciate
problem,
that. Yeah.
no problem.
I had to catch up a little bit to you.
So, actually, what I was doing while Astrid, what Astrid was picking up, I put that blue in and around in the corner, just kind of lifted it all together, and it was just an extra color that doesn't go, but it went. Does that make sense?
Carry the two.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So I did do a couple things that I want to catch up on. I did put the green, which is the sour, on my inner corner, and then I also am putting it, I'm just gonna go back for some more. I put it on my inner corner as well, like this little inner V right here. I dragged it down just a little bit before I actually hit my pupil. And then I went in with the other palette, and it's the Best Life palette with Desert, and I'm gonna hit that right there. So very, very minimal, just to blend it in. Then I'm gonna go in with Soaked. So I'm basically just repeating the colors that I put on my top lid, making sure that that blends out well. Going back in with Bite Me, very, very end. I'm gonna do my best to kind of seamlessly blend it up into the top part. And then once that was all said and done, we're gonna go ahead and just blend away, okay? I just realized I did this and didn't explain. So, I just used my NYX Matte Finish Spray, and the reason I did that is because I'm gonna go in with a kind of like a loose powder from L'Oreal, and this is in green. It's just gonna make it a little bit more.
Oh, girl, you had me lost. I was like, loose powder. What's happening over there?
It's packed into the actual container, but it is very loose, so I try to be as careful as I can. One rule of thumb that I do when I do makeup is go in with a little bit first, and then if you need some more, go back.
That is a good rule. Always, guys. A little bit goes a long way.
Because you just never know. You know, I might pat this in there and totally mess it up, and at this point, we're gonna get yelled at if I don't finish this right away. Shade. The quiet part, because we totally have to make sure we don't mess up at this point. Because y'all, I have had moments, okay? I don't know if I talked about this before, but I had a mess up on the set of Rumor Mill. But we can all remember.
I support you though. It was
a bad one.
I've had my times too where I had to wipe off all my foundation because
girl, you be wiping off your confidence like
it is it.
I thought I was good at this.
Wiping off your confidence. That's exactly what it is.
Turns out I suck. Nobody told me I suck. I found out today. Yeah, that's how I feel whenever I have to go back and change my makeup. Especially when you have to start over, like from ground zero.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
So you guys, I pulled in that corner. I don't know if you can see it.
Can you see it?
That corner's sharp. Again, my eye's gonna cut you in a second.
Mine is not gonna cut you. Mine's just gonna take you up a little fiesta.
Okay? Oh, it's going on a vacation. You going on a vacation?
Girl, I wish. We're a bank account set up though. Not at this time. That's above me now.
It is above you. It's above me too, boo. I'm sorry, ma'am. It is completely above me.
It's above me now. Oh, I love that.
You do? Oh, that is so pretty.
It's so pretty,
right?
Oh
my gosh, that is so pretty.
I love your enthusiasm. Thank you. That really encourages me.
I mean, I know that I'm extra a little bit, but like for real.
No, I see the enthusiasm.
I really like that.
Really
that is so
that.
pretty.
I appreciate that. High five.
High five. Drugstore brands have had to step their game up. They realized that people are willing to spend their money on stuff that they find worth it.
Yeah.
So they've improved their formulas. I think they were afraid of losing pricing or losing people due to pricing. I think they realize men and women who are wearing makeup are willing to spend $5 instead of $3 if it means a better formula.
So I agree, because the ones for foundation, I always go with Revlon. I just think they're really good.
So you guys, again, I'm just using a little bit of this is not heavy contour. Because remember, I wasn't a face girl. So I'm dipping my toe into face products.
That's very courageous of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be really scary to do something that you've never done before.
I.e. all the color.
Oh, this is very scary for me. Like, this is not my comfort zone at all, but I appreciate you pushing me to my boundaries.
Yeah. So we're back, guys, and these are our finished looks. And I think we did all right.
Yes.
I think we did all right. I love your Fenty liner that you got going.
Thank you, girl. I love you back.
My dramatic wings are cutting people over here.
Yeah,
I had a good time with it though. Like
these are my favorite colors.
These dramatic, huge looks like this, they're fun to do.
They
Obviously,
really are.
you're not going to the grocery store
so
with it, but
scared to do it. But I went to Kroger last night with it.
You did.
I had my people at Kroger.
we had a great time.
We did. I thought that was fun. And thank you for taking me out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Color. Don't be afraid of color, guys. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah,
don't be afraid of color.
Yes. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, just make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you also subscribe so that way when me and this one get together, you won't miss any of it, any of the tea, any of the meals, honey.
Any of our meal times.
Yes, and don't you dare click out of this video without subscribing to the channel and also hitting the notification bell. So that way, when we post any of our randomness or rumor mail or anything else, you will be updated.
And also follow us on Instagram.
Oh, that's right.
That's at Rumormeal, RUMORMEAL. You'll we interact with everyone on there really often. We have giveaways there, just like we have giveaways here. So just make sure you follow us there too.
Yay! We look forward to you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Bye.